Students, I am happy to invite you all for the first PUC online classes from the Department of English. Just myself, I am Shekhar, Principal and President of Narayan PU College, as well as I am happy to say that I am also one of the English Department faculty. So, for first PU, you have two parts in your English. One is part A and part B. Part A related to the content that prescribed by the Department of PU Board, and part B is totally for grammar. It contains 50 marks. So totally 62 marks, 15 plus 12 marks from part A, and remaining 38 marks is for theory. So we have a very good team of faculties that is headed by our one and only legend of English in Kolar district, Mr. P.V. Vittal Rao, the HOD of our department, and also supported by Sri Ramachandra Shetty and Shivappa, and also one more faculty, that is Mr. Sundar. Whatever the doubts that arise during the online classes or maybe after the beginning of the offline classes or regular classes, you may contact any time without any hesitation. You clarify your doubts and you need to give equal importance for like your core subjects. I am going to say that English is the mother of all the languages, as well as it is based for your core subjects also. If you have any doubts, anytime, the HOD of our department, Mr. Vittal Rao, is working like 24/7 and his contact number is 810-511-3151. Once again, I repeat this phone number, 810-511-3151. Why I call him as a legend of English? Because the one and only person is perfect in the grammar. If you listen his words, if you follow his words, definitely you are able to score 50 out of 50 in the part B concepts. Even when I have a free time, because of heavy hectic schedule, I am unable to take the classes regularly. Whenever I am free, I am also coming to teach few part of your grammar or in your prosa poetry section. I hope that you are going to utilize the what we call the noble knowledge of our department, and you may succeed in your future. All the best. Good luck. Thank you.
My dear students, Department of English, Narayan PU College, Kolar welcomes you for online classes. I hope that all of you are waiting eagerly for classes. I am Mr. P.V. Vittal Rao, HOD, Department of English, Narayan PU College, Kolar. I generally handle second PUC, but it is my luck that I can teach you for some hours. This year, I am very happy that I can teach you some basic grammar contents. Department of English welcomes you. First of all, I would like to introduce my two colleagues. It is S. Ramachandra Shetty sir, one of the persons belongs to English department. It is Shivappa sir. These two are my colleagues. We three handle Department of English here at Narayan PU College. We will teach you to the maximum level, and the Department of English wishes you all the best and a very successful academic year. Okay? Thank you. Yes, welcome back, my dear students. I open this online class for English with the one concept, letters and their functions. In the first session, I will teach you three concepts. First one is letters and their functions. Second one, parts of speech. Third one, articles. I hope that already you have learned these two topics. Parts of speech, articles, you know better than me. No problem. I promise you. We English department faculties take you to the unknown world of English. Within 10 hours, you will know so many new things in English language. I promise you. Today, under these letters and their functions, you are going to learn two new things. Parts of speech, two wrong questions. What you have learned for 10 years, I will correct your 10 years learning. Here, articles, you are going to learn two new things. It is the biggest secret. You are going to learn 6 new topics, 3 topics, 6 secrets, and these 3 topics. First one is letters and their functions. Now, first one. I am going to write 6 words on the board. You have read that one for more than 100 times. Now, what is the word God? Very good. What is the word Germany? Very good. You know it better. Very good. What is the word car? Very good. What is the word ceremony? Very good. What is the word cat? What is the word put? God, Germany, car, ceremony, cat, put. Simple words. These 6 words will create new thoughts and new ideas in the learners. Some students might have learned this concept previously itself. I hope that you are going to learn some more new things in this session and in each and every session. Now, first of all, you take any other language. There are thousands of languages in this world. Telugu, Tamil, Gujarati, Malayali, Hindi, Urdu, French, Germany. So many thousands of languages are there, but there is one, the biggest difference between English and other all languages on this entire planet. What is the biggest difference? Today I will define, I will explain. If you know this concept, this will help you to understand the concept of articles. If we don't know this concept, somewhat it is irritating. What is irritating? How to use articles properly, it will help us. It is why, my dear students, you have 4 more questions, 1 paragraph, articles and preposition. For 4 marks, you learn this concept. It will help you to understand articles. That is the topic number 3 in this current session. Now see, first of all, I will explain. It looks so simple. Array 6 words. We have read this one for thousands of times. What is the new thing in English? Everything is new. I too have to learn so many things. See now. G-O-D, God. Okay. Germany, car, ceremony, card, food. Okay. Now, what is this? God. What is this? Job. Okay. Both these letters are same or different letters. And now sounds different. Ga means ga forever. You take any other language in this world, one letter, one function. But in English, it is the biggest problem. Now see, what is the letter J? What is the letter J? What is the letter C? What is the letter C? What is the letter U? What is the letter U? Now, my question is not this one. We could come to know what are these letters, but my point now is see. Letters G, letter J. Both letters are same or different? Same. C and C, both are same or different? Same. Here, U and U, both letters are same or different? Same letters. Now learn. G means okay, letter. But what is the sound? Which sound does this letter G produce? It is ga. G or ga. No problem. You don't follow bookish knowledge, book rules. I am such a person that I never follow any grammar book in my life. I don't follow any method, any person's method. I have my own rules, I have my own methods, I have my own ideas indeed. What is the point? Which are helpful to you for these 2 years? I will teach in the exclusive manner. G means sound is ga or gu. Here, G letter produces ja or ju. Yes or no? Yeah. Here, C letter produces sound ka or ku. Here, C letter produces sound sa or su. I say sa. You take it that one as sa or su. It is left to you. There is no rule that we must say C for su. No. You take sa or su, no problem. Here, only under this context. That's all. Next. Here, U letter produces sound a. Here, U letter produces u. U sound. Now, my point is G letter ga. G letter ja. C letter ka. C letter sa. U letter a. U letter u. Yes, is it correct? G for God, G for ja, C for ka, C for sa, U for a, U for u. Yeah. Now, you go and see or read any other language. One letter, one sound. But in English, one letter, more sounds. Sounds are not same. It is the main thing what I am going to explain under this topic, letters and their functions. Yeah. Now, letters are same, sounds are different. Letters are same, sounds are different. Letters are same, sounds are different. Why is this problem? Only in English, not in any other language in this entire world. Why? Do you know the answer? You note it down in your notebook. You show it to me. I will feel proud of you that my student is so intelligent indeed. I will be happy indeed. I am waiting eagerly for your written answer once you start coming to the college. Now see. Then, how to understand this concept? It is why in English, Spelling should be understood, pronunciation should be understood. It is the peculiar problem in our subject, in our language. It is why sometimes we too will be confused how to pronounce such a peculiar unknown words and peculiar spelling in the. It is why, my dear students, first I will explain this concept in a simple manner. Yeah, now, listen. How many letters are there in English alphabet? We never should say how many alphabets are there, Tutu. That is the worst question indeed. We never should learn English in the wrong manner. It is a bad question. Alphabets, wrong. Alphabet, there is only one alphabet. How many letters are there in English alphabet? Now, how many? There are 26 letters. Then, how many vowels are there? Vowels are 5. Very good. You know it well. You are saying there, I know. Very good. What are vowels? You know it better. A, E, I, O, U. That is enough. Don't go to semi-vowels, W, Y. It is unnecessary. It is not required at all. Now, what are consonants? How many consonants are there? 21. Then, what are consonants? Now, 26 minus vowels are consonants. B, C, D, X, Y, Z. You count the letters. Well, okay, I wanted to finish this concept. It is why totally 26 letters, vowels, 26 minus 5 vowels, 21 consonants. 5 plus 21, there are 26 letters. Now, my question now is, we have to find the solution to this problem. Letters are same, but the sounds are different. That means one letter here is producing two sounds. Have you understood? These two are consonant letter. These two GG consonant letter. Here U vowel. Here A U different sound same. Here GG same letter sounds are different. Why is this problem? Now I will give the final solution. Now 5 vowels produce 21 sounds. Now 21 consonants produce 26 sounds. That means 26 totally will produce 47 sounds. This is the thing. 26 letters will produce 47 sounds. Some people may say 46 or 45, 48, 50. Let them. There is no big difference between 46, 47. It is unnecessary. We must be within our circle for the sake of PUC. That is enough. Right? Now see. Letters are more or sounds are more. Listen. There are 26 letters in our language, but how many sounds are there? 47 sounds. It shows, it proves that there is no match between letter and sound in our language, English. Sounds are more than letters. It is the problem. It is why we must know the spelling of each and every word, pronunciation, synonyms, antonyms, tenses, everything is required. It is the biggest problem. It is why, my dear students, I want you to know, understand and find out that only 26 letters produce here 47 sounds. It is why sounds are more than letters. It is why sometimes we will be confused with the spelling. No other language hurts us with the sounds and the letters, but English hurts us with the spelling and the pronunciation. This is the answer. Why? This problem why means this mainly both are same one letter, two sounds. Why means letters are limited, sounds are many. It is why this one letter can produce two sounds, three sounds, four sounds, depends upon the situation and the words. Okay? Have you understood? Now, next step. Here, another point what you are required to learn and understand. Now, vowels are five. What are vowels? Okay, you know it well. I know it well. A, E, I, O, U. Okay. My point is not this one. These five, A, E, I, O, U are called vowel letters or vowel sounds. Once more. These five vowels, A, E, I, O, U are five letters or five sounds. Please tell me. Yes? Yeah? Note it down. I feel happy for your advanced learning. Yeah. Now I give the solution. A, E, I, O, U, vowel. These five are vowel letters, not sound. Why? Come. Five vowels create 21 sounds. 5 into 4. Some vowels are producing more than 5 or 6 sounds. Here itself we have seen that there are 2 sounds. Then how can we say that one letter will produce only one sound? It is why, my dear students, you must be perfect in the learning, spelling and pronunciation, synonyms, antonyms, everything will be counted. It is the law of English. Yes. Now, 21 consonant letters produce 26 sounds. But who is the boss? Vowels are boss. Vowels, only 5 vowel letters create 21 sounds. This is why vowels are very strong in our language. It is why, my dear students, understand this concept. Letters and their functions. We have 26 letters, 5 vowels and 21 consonants. But until 1 hour back, we learned only A, E, I, O, U, vowels, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, consonants. Okay, that kind of learning is over. What kind of learning you are going to face, experiencing? A, E, I, O, U are called purely 5 vowel letters. Confident that these all 5 are only letters, not sounds at all. 21 consonant letters only, not sounds at all. So 26 letters, 47 sounds. It is the these are the 2 secrets in the first under the topic letters and their functions. If you have not understood this concept in one stroke, please replay this one twice or thrice learning. If you have understood this first concept, later you can understand what are parts of speech. After understanding parts of speech, you can understand what are articles. In the first session, I have completed this letters and their functions. I am going to teach parts of speech as a second topic in this session itself. Third topic is articles. These are the 3 topics which are going to take place in this first session itself. I hope that you have understood this one very well. Okay, I will continue. I will switch over to second topic, parts of speech. I hope that you have understood the first topic, letters and their functions. Now I am going to teach you parts of speech. I can't teach this concept exclusively, but some outlines will be explained by me. Now, first question. How many parts of speech are there? This is the first question. How many parts of speech are there? What is your answer? 8. Leave it. It is not of my. It is my habit that first I will concentrate on the question, not the answer. First of all, for your kind information, this question itself is wrong. Are you surprised? This question itself is wrong. We are learning in this manner, on this path, that how many parts of speech are there? There are 8 parts of speech. No, this is the wrong question. Can I say, how many right hand thumb do you have? How many right eyes do you have? Is it possible? Similarly, how many parts of speech? Parts of speech is only one, but how many numbers are there in parts of speech is the correct question. For your kind information, how many numbers are there in parts of speech? This is the correct question, not this question. How many numbers are there in parts of speech? There are 8 numbers in parts of speech. This is the correct way to set or frame or write the question. How many numbers are there in the parts of speech? That is the correct question, not this one. How many parts of speech are there? It is a great blunder in our basic learning. Now, how to answer? There are 8 numbers in parts of speech. That's okay. First of all, what are called parts of speech? This is the main question. I want you to say what are called parts of speech. This is the question. Now, question number 1. What are called parts of speech? This is the question. Later only, how many numbers are there? Numbers are there in parts of speech? What are they? That is the third question. Now, first question. What are called parts of speech? Answer is the words which are used in the formation of a sentence. See, is or both are okay. The words which are used in the formation of a sentence are called parts of speech. This is the answer. How to understand this answer? I will explain now. Once more. What are called parts of speech? Answer is the words which are used in the formation of a sentence is or are called parts of speech. Now, Rama met him in Bangalore. See, Rama met him in Bangalore. First point. What is this sentence? What kind of sentence? This positive sentence. Imagine. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are called what? 5 words. These 5 are only words. Then what are called parts of speech? Now see. Parts of speech of Rama is noun. Met is called verb. What kind of verb? V2. V2 means what? Past tense. Meet, met. It is called verb. Main verb, helping verb. It will take place in my next session. Verb. Him, pronoun. In, preposition. Bangalore, noun. See, Rama is a word. Parts of speech of this word is noun. Met is a word. Parts of speech of this word is verb. Him is a word. Parts of speech of this word is pronoun. In is a word. Parts of speech of this word is preposition. Bangalore is a word. Parts of speech of this Bangalore word is noun. That means what? These all are called what? Nouns. These all are called what? Parts of speech of the above mentioned words. This is the next stage. Next one. How many parts of speech are there wrong? How many numbers are there in parts of speech? That is the main thing. 8 numbers. Then you know what are those 8 numbers? Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So there are 8 numbers. It's okay. How to remember these 8 parts of speech? There is a simple formula. What is that simple formula? P-I one cap. P1 cap. P means preposition. P means pronoun. I means interjection. V means verb. A means adjective. A means adverb. N means noun. C means conjunction. Not conjunction. Conjunction. Interjection, not interjection. No. Interjection, conjunction. It is like P-I-V-A-N-C-A-P. These 8 letters give full form of parts of speech words. Is why P1 cap. What are called? What are nouns? What are pronouns? Here my colleagues will teach you once you enter the classroom. Now my duty is to finish so many topics in there. Now, what is the difference between adverb and adjective? I am going to teach only 2 concepts out of 8 concepts, parts of speech. Adverb means what? Adjective means what? Now, there is no problem. See. What is this? Adverb, you cover, you can say only verb. Yes? Then, which word modifies or gives extra meaning, emphasizes, that is called adverb. What is the duty of verb? I will explain. Sheila is intelligent. Sheila is intelligent. Now, what kind of girl is Sheila? Intelligent. It is why intelligent modifies the extra color. It adds color to the noun or pronoun. That word is called adjective. Adjective. But Sheila is intelligent. Adjective. But Sheila is walking fast. There is no word fastly, fast only, fast. Sheila is walking fast. Fast refers to Sheila are walking. Fast refers to walking. Walking is called verb. It is why intelligent shows noun, not action. Here, fast shows walking quality, not the person. It is why fast is an adverb and intelligent is an adjective. Once more. Intelligent shows Sheila. Fast shows is related to walking. It is why fast indicates about the quality of the verb. Adjective shows the quality of the subject, whether it may be a noun, it may be a pronoun, but intelligent is related to the subject, but adverb is related to the verb. It is why it is called verb, it is the quality, it is the action. Action is related to the adverb and the quality of the subject is related to the adjective. Remaining things my colleagues will explain you. Now in my next session I will explain what are articles. It is very important. There is a 4-mark question for you and it is better for you to learn articles very well. I will explain with 2 more new things under article concept. You will learn 2 things. What are the hidden secrets in the concept or topic of articles? Welcome back, students. Now I will teach you the concept articles. See. What are articles? 3. You know very well. How many articles are there? 3. What are articles? A and the. Very good. You know it better. Very good. My question is not this one. First of all, why should we use articles? Why? Why should we use articles? This is the first question. Next, what is the meaning of articles? These 2 concepts, what I am going to explain you now. Now, first question. Why should we use articles? What is the meaning of articles? Means, what is the meaning of a and the? First. Next, why should we compulsorily use articles? These are the new questions and concepts what you are going to learn. Now see. First of all, you must group this one in three articles into 2 groups. One group, another one, this one. Now see, first of all, know this one. A means what, and means what, da means what. Now I will explain. A or an means the meaning of article is one or one. I have a chopstick. I have one chopstick. I have an elephant. Yan means what? An elephant means what? One elephant. That is why the meaning of a or an, these 2 articles come under one group, that is called one. It never can be used for plural. It must be used only for singular noun. It is a main thing. For singular noun, you must use a or an have a car. Correct? I have a car. Is it correct? No. Why? Car singular, A. Cars plural, it is not required. That means what? My dear students, please understand. A or an means one. It is why I have a cars. I have a cars possible. I have an cars. Is it possible? It is why we must use a or an only for singular noun, not for plural nouns. It is the fundamental law in English language or subject. Next. Then, what is the meaning of the or the? I don't take this one so strictly that you must say the, you must say the. I allow both these sounds and pronunciations for this article the. Then, what is the meaning of the or the? It is very important. The answer is short form of this or that is the. The means short form of this or that. That means I have the car. Particular, definite articles, indefinite articles. I don't follow orthodox method. I don't follow bookish knowledge. What I want you to learn, maximum refined English. I never follow any single book, rule and regulation. Understand? Short form of this or that is the article. That means I have the book, I have this book. I have the book, I have that book. It is the building, that is the building, this is the building, that is the building, I have the building. That is why short form of this or that is the. It is the meaning of this or these three articles a or an and the. It is the answer to what is the meaning of articles. Then, why should we use articles? It is very important. Why? Listen. Now, I have car. I have cars. If we, including myself, feel that car means singular, cars means plural, Y means article, A is required. This is the second question. New method, what we have to learn. Now see, I have car is wrong, I have a car is correct. I have cars correct, not I have a car, but I have the cars, it is okay. That can be used for both singular and plural. A or an only for singular, not for plural. It is the law of English. Next, here is the concept. Why should we use a article before the singular noun? Why? Yes? Do you have any idea? If you have any idea, note it down. When you start coming to college, you show it to me. I feel very happy. I will be proud of you, my dear students. Now, I will tell you the answer. Now, car, singular. Cars, plural. Bus, singular. Buses, plural. Yes or no? car, singular, cars, plural, bus, singular, buses, plural. Now, see, what is this? Deer, no, deer, not deer. Oh. What is this? Sheep. It is an animal, it is also an animal. Now, the main concept or thing you have to learn is deer is singular. What is the plural for deer? Singular noun. Deers. Correct or? Wrong. Sheep is a singular noun. What is the plural for sheep? Singular noun. Sheep. Correct or? Wrong. That means what? Singular noun, plural noun, both are same. Singular noun, plural noun. Singular noun, plural noun, both are same. Have you understood? Once more. Deer, singular, deer, plural. Sheep, singular, sheep, plural. Singular and plural. There are so many words. Singular noun, plural noun, both are same. Now, if I say I have deer at my home, how many deer do I have? Can you know? If you say 2 means, I will say no. If you say 1 means, I will say it is wrong. It is confusing. My dear students, there is no single error in English language. There is no single doubt in English language. English language gives correct information. There will be no single doubt. Now, if singular and plural both are same means, how can I know that you have 1 deer or 2 deer? It is by if I put a before deer now I can know that you have only 1 deer. If I say I have deer, that means you have more 2 or more than 2. It is the main secret. Why we should use articles before this noun? That is the biggest secret. Once more, if I say I have a deer, only 1. If I say I have deer, it is 2 or more than 2. It is the secret under the concept articles. Then where to use and that will be explained by colleagues. I have to move into verbs because I wanted to engage 3 sessions to teach you only verb concept, because if you know verb concept very well, 25% of English will be in your fist or hand. That is why my concentration is totally on verbs only, but to prepare you for that platform or that level, I have taught. Generally, I say frankly that I won't engage first PUC, I am only for second PUC, but it is my luck that I can teach you these concepts to make you learn very well, to learn new concepts. Once you start coming to college, you will learn so many super new things in English language. It is why, my dear students, please understand letters and their functions. Next, parts of speech. Next, articles. My 2 colleagues will teach you exclusively where to use a or an or the. My next session. In my next session, I will explain you what. You will know so many new things under the concept of verb. I promise you, you will learn so many new things under the concept verb, and that will take place in my next session. It is the first session. I want to conclude this session. Please practice this one. It may look very peculiar or strange to you. It is a concept of English itself. Practice this one. If you have not understood this concept in one stroke, please play this video often, twice or thrice. Then you will come to know this concept very well. If you can understand this concept, later you can understand our concept very well. I hope that you have understood this session very well. I hope you will do better. You are so intelligent. That is why I wish you all the best. Learn these all things. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. I will teach verbal concept. Have a nice day.